My childhood came out of what was deemed to be a hard-working, typical Australian poor family. One working father who was a mechanic and 5 kiddies, and we pretty didn't have anything. We grew up in a housing mission area, which is not a favourable place for safety for kids and a whole lot of other reasons. I generally got the idea that that's probably not a place I want to hang around too long. I started to get a bit of an adventure, so around 12-ish, I decided to have an adventure. I hit the road. But that was about a 4 or 5 year wonderful time, different areas, and I think I got a bit of street smart out of that, you know, how to actually get your own meal, because no one's going to feed you. Then I met up with a whole bunch of wonderful guys and colleagues called the Rats. You know, people called that a gang. To me, it was like a home. There was security in it. I found a place I could be free, it could be respected, it could be an individual, but still within a whole team type process, even though it's not something I want my kids to be involved in. From there, moved on and realised that there go me but I, and decided to change my life in certain areas to probably run from that. So it wasn't a normal childhood at all. Early on in my career, I had 2 options to join the property industry. I did. I had a very temporary process there. I didn't have anything to offer anybody, not being able to necessarily read or write correctly and have a standard education. I was very raw. One of the largest insurance companies in Australia, in fact the world, Blue Cadets. I got that opportunity. I just figured I had nowhere else to go. I need to learn this or get it done. And when I started to persist, other people around me started to say, oh, mate, they started to invest in me, share some time, because I could see I had what at least was persistence. I went to America when I was 24, I got a chance to attend the Mental Roundtable, which is the top 5% of insurance consultants in the world. I was invited to become part of that as a cadet, as I hit some traps. And I met some wonderful people there that told me to go back to Australia and stick to these basics. So that formula, I just stuck to it. And what happened was, because you get better at it, you get into a better market. In other words, you start dealing with professionals on 300,000 incomes rather than, say, mum and dads on 50. So their capacity to spend more and buy more becomes larger. So on the same amount of work, your income increases. And over those next 2 to 3 years, I met some other wonderful people and started duplicating processes of what I did. And we built a very, very, very solid and quite substantial financial planning company with 16,000 clients, 80 odd staff, offices around Australia, and we were in the big town doing business with the mining, with governments, you know, Comelco, BMW, large corporate clients where the spend rate's up. At 30, I decided to have a real good hit, and I woke up one morning and said, right, I'm going to break all the sales records this year. And I did. I went out, I actually had a chauffeur. I got a chauffeur, which was very unusual in those days, because it was driving took time. So the time efficiency. I'm going to hire a chauffeur. Boy, did I get called some names for doing that. You know, who do you think you are? But I could double my appointment ratio by him doing the paperwork in the car and making the phone calls and doing all my, rather than me have to do it, you know, in terms of the whole process. I just get in front of a client and double the process. So in that year, all I did was wrote paper. And I did. I made $1 million in personal income and got in the top 30 sales in the world for that profession. That was still as being a managing partner of a 16,000 client business. We were a $100 million business. You know, we had $100 million under portfolio management. Mind you, in that year and doing that, there's a lot of consequences, because if you're going to go for a gold medal, you got to throw everything at it. You know, your body gets there's a pain that's going to come with that. And I woke up after that and thought, gee, you know, like I'm in my office at 10:30 at night. My personal secretary's going at 4:30. Oh, what am I doing here? So I decided to retire and walk out of there. I just handed the whole business over to the whole company, basically. Entamico is an organisation, an enterprise company that we believe, through the very mechanisms of what we do, we can help people experience greater things in their finances, greater things in their education, greater things in all parts of their life. That's its matter. We have Entamico, which is a registered training organisation, education company, Entamico Education Group. We believe people should get a lot more experiencing from their learning. So experience greater in their learning, not just to know something, but actually learn how to apply it. And then in the financial solutions, we say financial solutions, not financial advice, because people can get advice and it doesn't necessarily mean anything to them. But can we empower them, educate them to make the right decisions so they don't even need the advisor down the track? We have over 20 odd different divisions in terms of lawyers, accountants, financial planners, real estate, property, builders, anything to do with a business or estate, under the one roof, we have it. So a client can walk in the door and we believe we can give them a makeover. My answer to anybody starting a business today is not how, why do you want to do it? Business is tough. That why holds you. The second is have an end in mind and come backwards. People write about a business plan. You see, you've got to go here and come backwards. If you're going to go to Cairns, find out what Cairns looks like and then start here and don't worry about the rest. You'll figure it out because the why will help you figure out the how. And the third is to whatever you do it to serve some greater purpose than your back pocket. The characteristics of those three things will attract people to them, will attract business to them because they're not normal, because they're different to most people. They'll always be half an inch above a crowd and be recognised. I think we've got to have a love for our fellow human beings, you know, particularly when we're given the opportunity of a blessing to have more than you need. Because if you grow the land and you grow the people, everything grows. All ships rise in a tide. You put back in the local community, the community's better, that's where you live and that's where you're doing business, that's where your children are. It's got to be a better environment for you to live. Only makes sense. I think you wake up every day, be thankful. You've got a place to go, someone to help, someone to serve, and just shaking someone's hand and give them a smile, you can make a difference. Going home at night time to a family like that, that's a good day. You know, the money will take care of itself. It's a byproduct.